Camera number 272 of 365, and for me this is an unusual camera in the sense that it's a Vivitar Series 1 440pz. I tend to think of Vivitar as lens producers, but they did try a few cameras, and mostly point and shoot cameras, which is one of these. But it's quite an interesting camera in the sense that it has quite a number of features built into the camera. You can see the multitude array here for focus, assist, and measuring the exposure. And then of course we have a flash. The flash can be changed by, normally it's set to auto, that's the normal function, but by holding it to the right or left in the off position it will turn the flash off, but you do have to hold the button apparently in that position whilst you take the image. And also in the same way we can put a little bit of fill flash, but again we have to hold that button, take our image, and then it returns back to auto. The camera does boast red eye reduction, and we can see the lens here, not covered, but it has a plastic covering if you like, and as is typical of this kind of camera it goes from 38 to 70. It does require batteries to operate, and these are housed in this little compartment here, which I've already undone, he says, and so it should come off, but I suspect, as is true, it won't, so let's undo that. So it does just require a single C123 battery, and that's placed with the positive terminal uppermost, and then we can just slide that back in. Get it correct orientation. I think I was correct. I wasn't. There we go. Oops. I think that indicates that the camera is receptive to batteries. To turn the camera on, we do have a dedicated on-off button, and then that's its normal operating mode. And then to change the zoom, we just have two buttons here, telephoto, and then that's its full length at 70, or we can do anything in between, which is nice. So it's not predefined, the zoom, by the looks of it. You can choose whatever you like. On the top we have our film counter, we have a self-timer, and then an infinity mode, which I presume, again I can't find much in terms of documentation, when we're presumably on its telephoto mode, it will make sure that everything's in focus. So I don't know whether that applies across all the focal lengths. It will choose an aperture, presumably, on shutter speed to make sure everything's in focus. I don't know, really, to be honest. Somebody maybe could enlighten me there. And then we just have a green assist, or green, confirmation light, and our film chamber is undone with that lever, DX coding, and no provision for changing that. And then mid-roll rewind button, little red button there, and tripod mount. So very plastic construction, very light. I'm intrigued to see how it performs. But that's the Vivitar Series 1 440pz, and that has been camera number 272 of 365.